made for it.
Perfect fit.
Yes, I have. I've admitted defeat. Jonathan.
Is that a present for my escort? Thank you.
No,
Awesome.
can we put it in the MR2? In the RB200?
Yeah.
Because then it gets rid of the clocks that look like MR2 clocks. They've got like 3 round clocks in the dash.
Right.
And it's like dead distinctive. Looks like an MR2 dashboard. So this is the MXG 1.3, not the 1.2, but it was when the 1.3 came out and they only had 1.2 boxing. I've brought him some toy cars to play with. Actually, while the floor's empty, we should get the other ones out. And I need to get some batteries. We need to do a battery mod.
Battery mod.
So these are X mods. Like I bought a whole load of them. I bought like a job lot of X mods, and I made a couple of cars out of them. Still seeing a tiny bit of cellulite on these corners. I've got see that bit, I don't know, tiny little pinhole there. Well, it's not so small. Got an issue here, see that line's not straight. That's because that's high there and it's low there. I need to bring that down a little bit to adjust that line. It's subtle, but when you can see it, it's annoying. The other side's fine. I'm pretty sure it's just high there. Still got a bit of cellulite on this corner as well. Everywhere else on the clam's looking pretty good though. So obviously when I primed this the other night, I couldn't even see it. The whole back was in darkness. I was just guessing, considering it was a totally blind shot. I've got the paint on nice, but there's still a couple of little bits that I want to fettle. The odd little pinhole. This is fine now. We're almost there. We're almost there. So not sure what we're doing today. I don't know what Jonathan's got booked in. Thursdays isn't one of my days for distracting him, so that doesn't mean that I won't distract him. But yeah, so I'll sort my bits out, get my overalls on, and then work out what we're doing. Does smell nice, doesn't it? Right, I'm gonna sand this bit. As soon as I hit this, you should see the line. So you can see on there, that's going that way, kicks off there, so it is off there slightly, and then this one's coming this way. So I'm just going to sand this face. So that's showing a really high spot there. So it's close, but it's not right. I'm going to spray a guide coat on there again, and then I'm going to sand that face and see if we can bring the line back that way. Can't go any further there. You like my cans? They're off a TVR, carbon fibre. I got them years ago and I was like, they'll be good for something, and I've had them for years ever since and not put them on anything. I was going to put them on the Datsun as stacks, still might. But I thought, but I've had to play about every which way, every angle. Those don't fit under that back end. So that ain't happening. I still want the clocks though. Jonathan says, have I just heard you admit defeat? Yes, I have. I've admitted defeat on the cans. They won't go in, but this will. I'm absolutely sick of rubbing this stuff. Like, I'm part way through the clam. I went through about 50 sheets of 400 grit. Jonathan's passed us some 800 grit wet and dry, which will speed the process up a little bit because the dust's just blocking up everything, but it's slow. And my hand's absolutely killing us because your fingers are like bent over backwards, you know, like as you're rubbing into all these little crevices and that. So yeah, my head's a bit twatted with it. I'm sort of bored. think I'm gonna, before I get out the 800 grit, I might just take this masking off this door and we'll have a look, see if those clocks will go into this dashboard, because I don't want to have to admit defeat twice in one day. Let's go and see what Jonathan's doing. He's working on this wee beastie. I'm saying you're working on this wee beastie. That's Scottish for wee beastie. Smart.
As well, because
This is interesting placement, isn't it?
Yeah, it's also probably not big enough. So I have to take the wiping motor to bits and see if I can work out how the park works or if it's broken.
What a nightmare. So yeah, I need something else to do. I'm a little bit bored, gone demented. Welcome back to the channel, by the way. I don't think I said hello. Hi guys. Say hello, Jonathan. You got an eye. Oh, it would go nice in there, wouldn't it? Look at that. It's made for it.
Perfect fit.
That is absolutely made for it. It unfortunately it wasn't bought for it. That's surprisingly neat fit into there. It was a perfect shape, wasn't it?
Good shape, isn't it?
Oh yeah, see, look at that. She's in.
Printed thing made to put that in there.
There's buttons on the side of it. You can't see a thing on this screen. It's just blackness.
Oh, there, yeah.
But you need access to the buttons on the side.
So we couldn't mount it right in it.
Well, you just need a little finger hole up each side.
It'll have to be sort of
Yeah.
Because
Well, even if it was flush to there, you just need a little recess there for your finger.
I suppose. Obviously, this bit needs to fit.
Onto there, there's the surround, so we just need to make a front for that.
Yeah. I'll have to do something in CAD, won't it? 3D print something. Yeah, I mean, it'll go. You could have it further forward if you wanted.
Yeah. Like I say, I just think that
hit the buttons easier.
Yeah, I just think that it fits with the car. It'd be nice to do something. The interior's got nothing. I'm going to change the seats and put the sparkles in that we're going to go in the Datsun.
Yeah. These aren't too bad leather.
They're all right. They just look like MR2 seats. That's all. Jonathan just pointed out that the MR2 has lots of cubby holes, which brought up the question: what the heck is a cubby hole, and where did that term come from? So if anybody knows what a cubby hole is, where that word came from, because we don't know what a cubby is, yeah, drop it in the comments. So yeah, as you can see, I've got a little bit distracted. I'm sick of rubbing stuff. I don't mind if it's like fully like shrouded in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it needs to be that far.
I don't think it needs to be that deep, no.
Just there and then a shroud over.
Although having a little bit of depth might help with any reflection or...
Well, that's why I think a shroud over the top.
Yeah.
Because they're not particularly big shrouds on the top.
Yeah, but they're a different kind of kettle of fish altogether. There's another weird saying. Which apparently, what did Ian say the kettle was? It was something to do with it, but it was a Navy quote, wasn't it? Something to do with the Navy. Aye.
They're little rubber things, like isolator.
Aye, little vibration mounts.
Yeah.
Or anti-vibration mounts.
Did you have the camera thing for it?
No, I didn't get
I
it.
didn't get it. Must be able to add it on.
Yeah, you can add on all sorts of stuff. You can add on like parking sensors and all sorts of different pieces to it. It was expensive enough as it was. But that one there is the one for the SVA. So you get all your indicators and all that sort of stuff. It's a little bit overkill for this, but I just think, seeing as we're making something that looks like it does, it would be a shame not to get this as good as it could be, you know. I think it'll add to the wow factor. I'll get Cubes to edit in some of the different screen functions that it does, because it's essentially a full LCD screen that you can change. You can have your lap times, it tells you what gear it is, you can boost pressures and all that sort of stuff. So, and then a rear view camera, yeah. Oh, right, what else can we do to distract us from all this sanding? I'm gonna get some, well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna get some water and I'm gonna put it in that bucket and I'm gonna rub these quarters. I've got a bucket of warm water with some fairy liquid in them. This is wet and dry sandpaper, so it's different from the stuff that I've been using, in that you can use it wet as well as dry, hence the name. What it does is the water just helps clear the dust, and it stops it blocking up so much, because the 400 grit that I'm using is just blocking up instantly with the fine dust. But to be honest with you, my hands are absolutely killing us with sanding. This stuff's dying off pretty quick as well. I don't know whether this is any better than the 400s, to be honest with you, Jonathan. Kills off pretty quick. I've only done a small piece there and it's like it went blunt, you know. I might just be as well just munching through them, that whole box of 400s. Just keep on changing. It is a little bit better, like, but yeah, I think it's coming off quicker with the 400. It's also less messy, even though it makes dust. Dust mixed in with the water makes like a paste. Oh, it's just one of them things, innit? I'm just gonna have to shut up moaning and do it. Now Bailey did say he'd come and help us like guide coat, didn't he, and knock back the primer. But where is he? Where are you, Bailey? The reason I'm not using a block on this is because there's so many different angles to curves going into curves. The block, you catch the edge of the block all the time on the curves, so as well just at least your hand sort of forms to the shape of the panel a lot better. So Jonathan's 3D scanning the hole where the clocks go. So I've gone through quite a few sanding discs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But I definitely found it was better with the dry than it was with the wet. The wet's too messy, and it still like rubs down fast to the point that it doesn't feel sharp anymore. So, but I thought it was losing its cut because it was getting blocked up with all the dust. But it seems it's not. All I've done is rub that clam. Now I didn't get here till like just gone 12 o'clock, so we did have a little break as well, pie o'clock and that. It's coming on for 6 o'clock now, so you can tell how slow that's been. Quite frustrating, but Rome wasn't built in a day, and it wasn't built by the Romans. Yeah, I'm going to be packing up shortly. If that's the time that it's going to take to do those, it'd be easier on the door and stuff, but the clam is a really hard thing to rub. There's that many angles and that many corners and stuff like that, so the bonnet will be a lot quicker, the doors will be a lot quicker, the bumper's a little bit tricky, and the side skirts, well, we've got a bunch of problems to sort out on the side skirts now because of all that silicone in the paint, so we need to work that one out as well, how to get around that for painting. I don't want it to happen again. So right, that's me done for the day. The clam's rubbed. It's a tiny little bit around the front of the pods, but I can't get at it, and the clam's just sat on the car, so don't want to lift it off just yet, but I'll do that tomorrow because it looks like I'm here tomorrow. Yeah, that's where we're at so far. It took a while, and I've moaned a bit, but we got to the end of it, so hey, it's all good, isn't it? So what's next? Bonnet tomorrow, bumper, doors, and yeah, see how far we get on anyway, but not looking forward to doing the side skirts, but hey ho. All right, we'll see you tomorrow anyway.